The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 01 44 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
What a feeling, yeah. To make the lonely days seem you've got nothing. Set the sound on the radio in 1,000 miles to go. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low. You've got something seasons never change. Gonna be my baby. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me. No, yeah, you got a heart of gold. Finally you notice me. God only knows why it took so long. You're gonna be my baby. And everything's like it should have been. Eyes open, dream. It's a picture perfect scene with you. Yeah, yeah. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low. But you've got something seasons never change. Come on, get on it now. Come on. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me. No, you're gonna be you got a heart. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low. You've got something seasons never change. You're gonna be my baby. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me. You're gonna be you got a heart. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low. You've got something seasons never change. You're gonna be my baby. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me. You're gonna be you got a heart. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for March the 8th, 2013. I'm live, it's now 10 minutes past 11, and you're very welcome to the show. If this is your very first time listening in, and there is a few new listeners, you're very welcome to the show. I'm here until 12 midnight answering your questions on tonight's show. There's loads of ways of getting in contact with the show, and if you have not yet asked your question, now's the time to do so. All you need to do is simply join the event on Facebook, which says Free Psychic Readings March the 8th. You can also get in contact via my main website, which is irishpsychic.net, and click on the radio tab there, and you'll see there's plenty of questions coming into the show. And don't forget, it's always good to include your location as well, just so I can give a shout out to where you're located as well. And finally, I am going to be answering some voice calls tonight as well. So if you're sitting at home now and you're thinking, do you know what, I don't actually want to type my question, I'd rather ring in the studio. All you need to do is simply dial the local number, which is the local landline here in Ireland. All you need to do is dial 01443 43 57. That number once again is 01443 43 57, and it'll say please hold while we try to connect you to Irish Psychic. Obviously I'm in studio at the moment, so I'm not going to be answering any telephone lines, and then it will say please leave your name after the tone, and just leave your name and question and your location, and that voicemail hopefully will be answered on tonight's show. So once again, if you're outside of Ireland, all you need to do is just add +353 and then dial 1443 43 57. But all the details of the telephone line can be found on Facebook, and also they can be found via my main website, which is irishpsychic.net. And hello to all the people chatting in the chat room as well. It's always good to have a little bit of a banter there in the chat room, and during the next break I will be chatting to you as well, so don't worry, you can continue on chatting to yourselves, and then during the next break I will say hello to you all. Okay, so let's start off the show. It's time for my first reading of the night. So the first person I'd like to read for is via my Facebook page, so I'm just going through all the questions here. And the first person I'd like to start off with is Denise Behan, and Denise has just asked, will I have a better year? So no problem at all, Denise. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when Spirit told me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. And they've just told me to stop, and I'm just laying out the cards now, Denise. Right, well, what they're actually indicating here regarding will I have a better year, Denise, you do have the wheel card here in the reverse position. And the wheel card is always about movement. And because it's in the reverse position, things are still kind of slow for you. And in terms of, will things get better, it's about kind of understanding what has happened in the past and letting go of the past in order to kind of deal with the future. Because it's very difficult when things have happened, that we find difficult. And they're probably still an ongoing basis where things have, are continuing on with you with regards to family, and there's, things happening around you. And again, when we're kind of broken down and we have kind of this weakness around us, it is very difficult to pick ourselves up, and that's why we rely on our friends, we rely on our family. And again, the other card that is after coming up here is the death card, and that's in the reverse position. Now, the death card has nothing to do with physical death at all. It's always to do with regards to transformation and change. And because it's in the reverse position here, Denise, they're asking here over the next 3 months if you can actually take on board yourself to kind of do the affirmations. And an affirmation is a change of thought, and all you need to say to yourself is just, I love and approve of myself and all is well in my life. And they're kind of indicating here that there is kind of more of a male energy around you. So if you can rely on that person to kind of give you the support, maybe it's your partner, maybe a friend, etc. If you can rely on this person to give you the support that you need, take it. Sometimes we're always afraid to kind of take this advice from other people, or we're afraid to take the help that people may, want to offer us. In this case, they're saying, take it if you can, please. So thank you once again for sending in your question, Denise, and I do hope you're listening into the show as well. And even if you're not listening into the show but you've asked a question, don't forget there is the podcast, and at the end of the show it is podcasted, so you can play that at any particular moment that you want, or even if you've missed one of the episodes, just log on to irishpsychic.net, click on the radio tab, and there you'll be able to select on the player what episode you would like to listen to. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for is Wayne Francis Canty. Can you tell me what's coming my way in 2013? And you're in Longford Town. No problem at all, Wayne. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. And when Spirit told me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, and I'll just lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, they're just told me to stop. I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, they're indicating here, Wayne, with the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins, on that particular card, there is a ring and a love heart. And it may be kind of something to do with regards to relationship at the moment. Maybe things have been quite difficult. Maybe you're not in a relationship at the moment. I'm not too sure. But usually when this card is in the reverse position, it can be kind of a breakdown of communication between the both of you in terms of a relationship. And it can have a kind of a negative impact on you. So you need to kind of, watch that and make sure that you're kind of, I'm not going to kind of say that you're need to put more effort into kind of the relationship, but usually when this particular card comes up, especially in the reverse position, it can have a negative impact on what's going on around the relationship. So if there is something like that, make sure that you kind of understand your kind of role in the relationship, make sure that you're kind of supporting your partner, etc. And again, what they're indicating here, Wayne, with the Enchantress card here, it's like if you've kind of, done something, maybe it hasn't worked out, and then you're kind of thinking, you know what, I'm not going to, succeed for 2013. It's completely the opposite, because you have the Enchantress card here, and the Enchantress card is always about believing in yourself, and it's very important that you do that. And a lot of people, for whatever reason it is, maybe you've had friends that don't support you, maybe, you're kind of out of your depth, or you're not kind of applying for the right positions, especially when you go for a position and you don't get it. There is always a particular reason. It's not just because, you're not good enough for the job. Sometimes the job has even come before you even go for the job, and that's the problem that a lot of people have when they go for certain jobs and they don't get the job. It can have a negative impact on yourself. Never let something get you down. It'll always make you stronger. So that's what they're indicating here. Now, they are indicating here over the next 10 weeks that there is something going to happen here for you, and it's going to be positive change as well, Wayne, because you have the Star card here, and the Star card is always about making a wish, and once you've made that wish, it will come true once you believe in that. And that goes for any of the listeners and any of the fans there as well. So thank you very much once again, Wayne, for sending in your question, and I do hope that has answered your question. And it's always good as well for any of the people who've got a reading on tonight's show, always leave your feedback for me as well, and you can leave that via the event page if you wish, and it's always good to hear back from you. Okay, before we take another break, I will take another reading, and don't forget to let you know that the lines are open, so if you'd like to call the studio after the next ad break, I will be taking my first voice caller, and all you need to do is just dial the number, which is 01443 43 57, and leave your name, location, followed by your question as well. And you will not be speaking to me live, so don't worry. So if you make a mistake on the voice message, just hang up, dial back again, and again leave your your question there for the show, and it's just a normal landline number. It's not a premium rate number, so you needn't worry with regards, it's going to cost you a fortune. It's not. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for is Alana Moore, and Alana has just down, is things going to begin to look up for me from Belfast, Ireland? No problem at all, Alana. So I'm just shuffling the cards, and what a lovely name as well, I have to admit. You're the first Alana. Can I say that I'm after ever reading first? So we'll see what comes up. And the answer is completely yes to that, Alana, because we have the 3 of Cups, and that's in the upright position, which shows commitment. We have the 4 of Wands in the upright position, which shows a contract. And we have the Horseman of Sceptres in the upright position, which is the business card. So I feel the answer is completely yes to that. And just like I was mentioning there with regards to work, I feel it's going to be at least... I'm not too sure if you're working at the moment, Alana, but if you're thinking of changing, that's what they're kind of indicating here with regards to the jobs situation, or getting back into the work environment if you're not working at the moment. Because again, with the Horseman of Coins that come up, and the Horseman of Coins is always about finances, and it's very, very good finances for you, because that's what they're indicating here with regards to the 8 of Coins there as well. It does show a new contract is going to be signed quite soon. So I do hope, Alana, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Okay, time for a quick break and a bit of music. So if you've just joined me, you're very welcome to the show. It's now 18 minutes past 11 and I'm here until 12 midnight, but the lines are now open, so if you'd like to call the studio and leave your name and your message for the show with regarding your question and your location, the number is 014 43 43 57. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
You're following, but I can't hear your praise. Not making sense. I just wanna be adored, taken along. I can't seem to grasp deeper meanings, so I fall silent. I pretend to be thinking real hard. I pretend to be someone who's in control, who's in control. Lied sometimes, cause I'm insecure. I can handle competitions. I want to be unbreakable, but I am fragile, with far too many feelings, trapped in a body that will turn to dust. No, that will turn to dust. But you understand me so well. I can't push me so far, I can't be lazy at all. I am so glad that you're near. I am so glad that you're near. But you understand me so well that I can't fake it anymore. I'm so all my bad, 'cause I'm the good ones, but how can I use the bad?
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. You probably notice more music on a Friday night. It's just because the show is more laid back. So again, it just gives you time to relax and enjoy this show as well. But there's still plenty of readings to be had. So if you haven't had a reading yet with myself, Irish Psychic, make sure you log on to Facebook, join the event via Irish Psychic. So if you're not already a fan of my page, just search for Irish Psychic on Facebook, and it is the page with over 12,000 fans on that page, and that is down to your support and ye sharing the site as well. So thank you once again for supporting me, because I really do appreciate it, and sometimes I do forget that I need to thank you all the time, but don't worry, because I'll always thank you, and I'll always pay you back as well with regards free readings as well. Okay, so the next person I would like to read for, and speaking of readings, by the way, the telephone line is still open. So if you'd like to leave one of those voice messages, you have a 90% better chance getting one of those readings here on the show by leaving a voice message. All you need to do is dial the Dublin number, which is 01443 43 57. That's 01443 43 57, and leave your name, location, followed by your question as well. And you can also find the details of all the telephone numbers via irishpsychic.net. So if you're living outside of Ireland, you'll just have to add in the code +353. Okay, so the next person I would like to read for, there is loads of questions coming into the show, so thank you very, very much for sending them in. There was one there during the break that I wanted to read for, and it was there, but where is it gone? It was about a boyfriend. Where is the boyfriend question gone? It's from a lady in Cork, I think. Here it is. It's Anne Hooley, and she's in Cork. Will I get a boyfriend soon? No problem at all, Anne. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, which is just now, and I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, well, what they're actually showing here, Anne, we do have the Youth of Coins, which does represent a male around you. We also have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, and we also have the Fool card here in the upright position. The Fool card is quite an interesting card, especially when it comes to this particular question, because it's like if, I'm not going to say that you're shy, but it's like if you kind of feel that you can't make the first move, or you can't actually, I'm not going to say that you turn men away, but it's like if, you have this certain barrier around you in terms of what it is that you're looking for, and if that person doesn't match it, it's, bye-bye. And it's very easy to do that. It's very easy to have kind of a set list with regards to what it is that you're looking for. A lot of people go for, the tall, dark and handsome, etc. But you have to kind of look at, how long is that kind of physical attraction going to last? You need someone there with substance. You need someone who's able to make you laugh, someone that can, look after you and be emotionally secure for you as well. Because a lot of people, when you first go out with them, you're not too sure of them, but yet you may kind of shut them out immediately before even giving them a chance. And that's kind of what they're indicating here, and that you need to kind of give, people a chance. And I'm not going to say, that you're kind of turning away every person that you meet, and I'm sure there's been people in the past that you just wouldn't want to date in the first place. But usually what happens when we kind of get to know someone, you kind of learn, their weaknesses, and you learn their strengths as well. And sometimes, when you figure out their strengths, you can kind of go, do you know what? They're actually a lovely person inside, and they're the person that I'd rather spend my life with. And again, if you just look at anyone or ask anyone in, a loving relationship, they're bound to have some rows as well, and that's what makes a relationship stronger as well. So there is no such thing, as a perfect relationship, and I'm sure a lot of people who are in relationships at the moment will actually say that. There will be some days where you're just kind of going to go, do you know what? If I could, I could kill my partner because he just annoys me so much, or I could kill her because she annoys me so much, and vice versa. You're always going to have some, niggly things that you're not happy with regards to partner, but it's about understanding your partner and understanding what they want and you want as well, and it's about meeting in the middle. So with regards to that question here, Anne, will you meet someone soon? I do feel that you will, but I'm kind of going to say that it's going to be 4 months, because they're giving me the Four of Cups here, and when the Four of Cups comes up, it's kind of a time frame regarding from spirit. So it's just a matter of kind of putting yourself out there and kind of going, you know what, I'm now going to find someone that I want. And one thing that I will suggest is to do the affirmation, and all you need to do, this goes for all the single people out there, and trust me, it does work. Just say, I have found a loving partner who supports all my needs and treats me with love and respect. So I'll just say that one more time. It's, I have found a loving partner who supports all my needs and treats me with love and respect. And you're saying that in the present tense, because that's exactly what it is that you're going to have. So if you can do that for me, please, I can guarantee within the next 4 months, you will be in a relationship, or you will have met someone that you would like to start a relationship with. So thank you once again, Anne, for sending in your question, and I do hope that has answered your question question. And again, even if you don't get a reading here on the show tonight, don't worry. Again, if you can take anything from, the other readings that I'm reading for, please, let me know, because you'll often find, and it happens throughout any of the shows that I've done, there's kind of usually a theme that goes on, and I'm kind of expecting most of the questions now to be kind of, relationship orientated. So it's just a matter of you focusing on what it is that you want, and then allowing things to change. Because sometimes, we have a tendency to kind of think, do you know what, my life is never going to get better. And just by you saying that, you're automatically saying, oh, things are not going to get better for me. So it's very important that you do focus on the positives in your life, and then, change will happen. So I do hope that has answered your question. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well. Okay, the next person that I'm going to read for, I'm just going through the questions here, and there's a lot of questions coming into the show, so thank you very much. And again, even if you don't get a reading on tonight's show, you can book a private reading with me, and a private reading does last up to 30 minutes depending on what reading that you purchase. And again, there's micro readings there as well, so even if you just have one particular question that you'd like answered, they start off at €3, which is £2, which is $4. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is Bridget Marie O'Reilly Sweeney. And Bridget has just asked, any good news coming my way this year? No problem at all, Bridget, so I'm just shuffling the cards. And when Spirit tells me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Again, don't forget the telephone lines are open if you'd like to leave a voice message on the psychic line. Dial the number, it's 01443 43 57, and the call should only cost you a local rate, because it is just a local landline here in Ireland. So do make sure that you check the cost of the call before calling. But again, if you're calling from an Aircom landline, it should be free depending on what package that you have. Okay, I'm just looking at the cards now, and this is for Bridget Marie O'Reilly Sweeney, and you're just wondering, any good news coming my way this year? Well, I can honestly say that there is good news coming your way, because you have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups shows romance. So if you've been wondering about, are you going to find someone in your life, or will, a relationship improve? The answer is yes to that particular question, Bridget. We also have the Three of Sceptres in the reverse position, the Five of Cups in the reverse position, and also the Youth of Swords in the reverse position, and also the Nine of Swords. What they're indicating here, Bridget, with regards to the Nine of Swords, it's like if you take on an awful lot of other people's, I'm not going to say information, but it's kind of other people's business. And it's like if you feel that you're the person that can sort all this information out, but then in the end, kind of at the end of the day, it kind of builds up too much within you, and then you kind of have to kind of scream at the, the wall, so to speak. It's like if you're that person that a lot of people come to, and you're the one that is, that they're hoping to sort out the kind of issues. I'm not going to say that you're a counsellor or anything like that, but it's like if you were that person that, people always, tell you their problems, and sometimes they forget to kind of listen to your problems. And you'll often find that as well, with people. Always make sure when, you're with a friend or anything like that, and they're speaking, make sure that they kind of listen to you as well, because it's very easy just to sit there and listen. But if they're not going to kind of engage with, what you're up to, then you kind of have to ask yourself, well, why am I actually sitting here and allowing someone else to tell me everything about them, and they're not going to be interested in me? And you will find that happens an awful lot. I'm not going to say that you're being used, Bridget, but you need to make sure that you're kind of, you're strong and you're firm in terms of what it is that you expect people, to get, that you expect people to listen to you as well. So I do hope that makes sense. Overall, the next 3 months as well, the 3 months is quite significant here, because of the Three of Sceptres. They're kind of saying here that things will change over that period. So it's just a matter of looking out for that as well. And I'm not sure as well if you've been thinking of kind of leaving a particular job, or is there something around a job front? But if you were, the answer is no to that, to kind of stay where you are. So I do hope that has answered your question, Bridget, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Okay, I'll go through the questions. Actually, I'm going to go over to my main page, which is irishpsychic.net. So if you've asked a question via irishpsychic.net, hopefully I will be answering your question. So I'm just logging on now. I should have had all this prepared, but I didn't. So irishpsychic.net. So if you haven't checked out my website yet, please do check it out, because there is plenty of information there, and there's plenty of reading information there as well. Okay, so I'm just clicking on the radio tab now. So if you've asked a question via that page, hopefully I will be answering your question. And there is loads of questions as well, so thank you very much. And hello there to Brian Moore, Jennifer County Louth, Gronia Kelly, Sandra as well. You're all leaving questions here, so thank you very much. The next person is Gina. And Gina has just asked, will I ever be a grandmother? No problem at all, Gina. So I'm just gathering the cards. And a lovely question there. So thank you very much for sending in your question. You didn't actually say where you are, but I do hope you recognise your name and you do recognise your question as well. So I'm just gathering the cards now. And automatically I'm just kind of hearing yes all the time. So we'll see what Spirit have to say. They've just told me to stop, and I'm just looking at the cards now, Gina. Right. Well, for the moment, they're indicating that it won't be for another 3 years, Gina. So I hope, I know it can be kind of further down the line. You're thinking, oh, it's not going to happen. But from the cards, they're indicating here that it will be kind of 3 years before this does happen. And I'm indicating here from the King of Coins and also the Youth of Coins as well that it will be a boy first. So I do hope that has answered your question. And thank you very much, Gina, as well for sending in your question to the show. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for, I'm just going through the questions here. There's a question there from Ian. Okay, so it's Ian Kinnear. She left me last year to go away. I never forgave her for it, but I can't help keeping in touch with her. She's ringing and texting me all the time. I always find myself answering to her. She's a Leo and I'm a Leo. Not exactly a great match. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards now, Ian, and I do hope you're listening into the show. Quite an interesting question, so you just wanted to find out what's going on. And again, don't always believe the star signs, because my partner is a Leo and I'm a Leo and we're a fantastic match. So again, sometimes people put the star signs down to, well, if you don't like the person, it's easily say, our star signs don't match. There's obviously going to be some traits that you like, and obviously if you meet someone that apparently is supposed to be your ideal match regarding star sign and they may not be, then you have to kind of question things as well. So it's always about, giving someone a chance as well. Don't always kind of go with the star signs. So I'm just laying out the cards now, Ian, and this is in relation to the question that you've asked, and they're kind of indicating here, I know you're saying that you that she's ringing and everything, but I'm not too sure, like you're mentioning there, that it is going to be a match, because you do have the Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords is in the reverse position. That's always about the frustrations around the situation and kind of the conflicts. And we also have the Six of Cups, which is the romantic card, and that's in the reverse position, and again it's the emotional card. They're kind of saying here, just protect yourself in terms of all this, and don't be kind of pushover is the best way of putting it. So again, it's just a matter of looking at what it is that you want in your life. But again, they're kind of indicating that I don't feel it would be kind of a beneficial relationship for you. So I do apologise for that. But again, I can only pass on what I see from Spirit and what the cards show me as well. So thank you very much as well. The next question that I'd like to read for, or the next person should I say, is Louise Wardrobe. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's Wardrope, so it's Wardrope. Louise. Please can you tell me anything that I can look forward to? I've tried my best and sometimes fail to be the person I want to be. I love my weans and want the best for them. We've not had it easy, and sometimes that's been down to my actions. I'm trying my hardest and have ever tried and making progress. I really don't want to go back the way. No problem at all, Louise. So I'm just shuffling the cards. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. It's Lousie, so I'm not too sure if it's Lucy or Louise, but I'm going to pronounce it Louise, so I do apologise if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, Louise, and when they tell me to stop, which was actually just now, I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, they are showing here, Louise, that things can get better, but you have had it kind of tough, because we have the World card here, and we also have the Horseman of Scepters there in the reverse position as well. And the Horseman of Scepters is always with regards, it's kind of more or less to do with the kind of the work side of things. And sometimes we can have a tendency, if we're not happy, we just don't want to kind of get back into the work environment. And sometimes that could be the best thing for you. And because it's in the reverse position, you kind of need to ask yourself, what do I want for my life at the moment? Do I want to be successful? And if you've answered yes, well, then you need to ask yourself, well, how can I be successful? Even just by, filling out a form, getting in touch with people who can help you in terms of, if you have kind of emotional needs, or if you're struggling, regarding financially, well, then there's plenty of people there that can help you get, to where it is that you want to be. And a lot of people fail to realise that there is people there to help us. And sometimes it's our own pride. We kind of think, well, I'm not going to ask for help because, my parents never asked for help and my family don't even ask for help, so why should I ask for help? And that's the wrong attitude. You need to kind of go, you know what, I'm strong, but I'm not able to kind of cope on my own, and I am going to ask for help. And, whoever's going to be around me, they're, going to help me. And that's kind of the vital situation here, because they're indicating here, Louise, that over the next 7 months, I want you to kind of understand that you can take control of your life and you can be that person that changes everything for yourself, because you have the Seven of Swords here, and that indicates here the time period. We also have the Horseman of Cups, and the Horseman of Cups, on that particular card there is loads of roses, and there is a horse and a man on the horse, and it's a really positive card to find, because it shows that yes, you will get the support and you will have that relationship that you've always dreamt upon. And sometimes when things have been kind of bad in the past, we kind of think, oh well, it's always going to be bad. It's not. It's going to change, and that's really, really, important that you understand that. Again, with the 5 of coins, the 5 of coins come up, and that's the love and happiness card as well. So I do hope, Louise, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. It's just coming up to 23:42 here in Ireland, and if you've just joined me, there's only 20 minutes left of the show, I'm afraid, so if you haven't yet sent in your question, simply go to Facebook, type in Irish Psychic, join the page with over 12,000 fans, and join the event which says Free Psychic Readings, March the 8th, 2013. Alternatively, you can check my main website, which is irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio tab there and you can ask your question via that page. And finally, then, the last way of getting in touch with the show is just calling the psychic line, which is 01443 43 57, and it's just a local landline here in Ireland, and you're not going to be charged a premium rate number. The call should only last you 30 to 40 seconds, depending on how long your question is, and all I need is just your name, location, followed by your question as well. So do call if you'd like one of those voice readings. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
First time, last time together. We'll be you and me forever. First kiss, last tear is falling. Don't wanna miss your sweet voice calling me. Can't believe that I'm feeling like this, 'cause I'm still getting to know you. Your tears are like summer rain falling on my face again. And anytime I'm close to you, I feel the sunlight shining through. And I just wanna thank you, 'cause you make life so good. Every day you show me something beautiful, and I love you more than I thought I could. Yeah. Two souls, one mind, two hearts that were intertwined. An empty road that I stand upon. I walk alone since you've been gone. I can't believe I'll never see you again, 'cause I just got to know you. My tears are like winter snow. I've got so many miles to go. Anytime I think of you, I see the sunlight shining through. And I just got to thank you, 'cause you made life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would. More than I thought I would. Yeah. 'cause I miss you. I miss you.
There you go, that was Dean Anthony from The Voice of Ireland. And do tune in to Dean Anthony. He is going to be in his first live show on March the 17th, so do get behind him and support him. And I have been playing Dean's music for the last year on the show, so it's great that he is now in The Voice of Ireland, so do look out for him. Facebook seems to be acting up. I'm not too sure if anyone else's Facebook is acting up, but I clicked on Irish Psychic and it's showing me posts from February the 28th, which is, 2 weeks ago or whenever. So I don't know why, but thankfully we're still here and, the show is still live, so we'll have to go on. And I did promise all the listeners during that ad break that I'll make a cup of tea for you all. And Mary, your tea is ready. Lavina, your tea is ready. And Jacqueline, your tea is ready as well. And so is Alana's as well. I'm not too sure who else was asking for tea, but you're all in the pot anyway. But the rest of the tea is poured out. So if you'd like it, you need to come over to the studio. Again, just private message me if you'd like the address. But I'm not too sure if it'll stay hot though, but never mind. I can always make fresh tea. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read from, I'm just going back over to Facebook now. And thank you to the new people who've just joined and are asking their questions. There was a question there that I just wanted to answer. It's gone from me again. Here it is. It's from Niamh McGowan. What will come my way this year? And you're in Longford Town. No problem at all, Niamh. So I'm just shuffling the cards. And it seems a lot of people are asking what is going to be happening for 2013. Again, if you would like a full private reading with myself, I do a full 12-month reading. And if you have not yet seen that, simply log on to irishpsychic.net and click on the Purchase Reading tab. And there's different options that load up there once you hover your mouse over the Purchase Reading tab. I think there's about 6 options, and you can choose whatever option you want, depending on your budget as well. They start from €3, £2, which is $4. Okay, I'm just looking at the cards now. This is for Niamh McGowan. What will come my way this year? And you're in Longford Town. Okay, well, the romance card came up, which is the Horseman of Cups here, which is really, really positive here, Niamh. I'm not too sure if you're married, but again, we have the 5 of Coins here, and it's kind of like if there's a big celebration around you at the moment, or happening quite soon, because we have the High Priestess card here. And when the High Priestess card comes up, it's one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. We also have the Balance card, and we also have the 7 of Swords here as well in the upright position. They're kind of indicating here as well, I'm not too sure if you've been thinking of kind of starting up something new, Niamh. I'm not too sure if you're kind of an entrepreneur, but I kind of see you doing stuff kind of like if you've always had this kind of ambition to set up something, and they're kind of saying, yes, now is the time to go for it. But sometimes, again, finances hold us back. So it's just a matter of, seeing, things from a different perspective and thinking, can you do it a different way in terms of, starting off small and then building up big. But again, I do kind of see this happening. Again, I'm not too sure what area it is, but they are indicating here that you are that person that can do it if you want. So again, once again, Niamh, thank you very much for sending in your question, and do let me know. Again, it's always great to get the feedback, so please do comment on the event page with your feedback. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for, and there is only 9 minutes left of the show, so how time flies. Okay, I'm just going through the questions, and there is a lot of questions coming in. I'm actually going to go to the very end because this was posted yesterday. And again, the next show is on Monday at 11 p.m. So once you see the event page created, there's always an event going to be created now for the next show. It's just easier for you as well in getting involved with the show. So the next event will be for Monday night. So please do join that and invite all your friends. And again, you'll be able to get one of those readings as well. Speaking of readings as well, I also do a thing called Spirit Connections. I didn't ask just yet to upload your picture of a loved one who's passed over, because I'm still going to be doing last week's Spirit Connections, but tomorrow I will be actually asking for all those pictures again. So if you've lost someone in the past and you'd like to hopefully get a message with them, that's completely free of charge. All I do ask is just for you to upload their picture to my wall, and it's not tonight, I'm afraid. It's going to be tomorrow night that I'll just ask you to upload them, and then that website irishpsychic.net is updated on Sunday night, and then all the readings go live there then on Monday. So again, if you would like one of those, you're not guaranteed a reading, I'm afraid, and there is certain people sending in the same picture, which is perfectly fine, but don't please don't feel bad if I don't get to you. It's not because I don't want to get to you, it's just because a message didn't come through, so I do apologise for that in advance. But again, don't forget the private readings are always available. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for is Patricia Patton. Is the year ahead going to be better than last year, and what is going to happen? I'm from Longford. No problem at all, Patricia. And as you can see, it seems like there is a theme running throughout the show, and it seems that maybe 2012 has been a very bad year for a lot of people. So again, it's about putting, the past behind you and looking forward to the future. And sometimes that's kind of easier said than done. And I know that. I know it can be quite difficult, especially if something, tragic has happened in 2012. It's not going to be easy, but just know that you need to speak about it as well, and, be open about how you're feeling. Because when someone asks you, how you're feeling, and then you say that you're fine, and maybe you're not fine, always make sure that you tell people how you're, honestly feeling, because, they're asking you a particular question, and they need to know how you're feeling, because if they invite you out for something and you're not informed for going out, well, then they'll probably wonder why you're not informed for going out. And obviously if you don't tell them, it can cause a little bit of negativity, and they're kind of wondering what's going on. And it's best if you're just being honest with them. So Patricia, I'm just looking at the cards now, and I can see from the particular cards here that things have been quite difficult, because we have the Black Magician card here. When the Black Magician card comes up, it is quite a negative card, because it shows that things have been quite difficult. You've kind of felt that things are not moving forward. There's been an awful lot of kind of fights around you, because we have the Nine of Swords coming up there as well. I kind of feel it's more in terms of relationship here. It's like if there's been things that have been quite difficult, and again, it's about understanding, where you are in the relationship, and can you work through certain things within a relationship. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I'm not asking you to stay with your partner if something, awful has happened. I'm not saying that it has happened, but sometimes when people, ask me certain questions, and maybe they're kind of a negative question with things that are after happening within a relationship, you kind of have to ask yourself, am I worth, to stay in this relationship? Will this ever happen again? And if the answer is that you feel that it could, well, then what's the point in you being in that relationship? You need to be in a relationship that you're 100%, that, it's a 100% relationship that you can trust. And that's the first thing that you need to have within a relationship. And they're also indicating here, Patricia, with the Death card here. The Death card is in the reverse position, and they're kind of indicating here over the next 7 weeks, things are going to be kind of, it's like, I'm not going to say that you're coming out of your shell, but it's like if things are kind of finally, coming to terms with what has happened. It's like if things have been quite difficult, and over the next 7 weeks, they're kind of indicating that things will change. And it's just a matter of seeing this change happen, and then things will get better, because with the Death card here in the reverse position, it's like if things have been quite difficult, maybe, regarding the work situation, things like that. And when things have been negative, you have to kind of see that there's going to be a positive at the end of it. So I do hope that has answered your question, Patricia, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Okay, we'll do another one before we take another break, and I'm just going through the questions here. So I'm just going through them. There's loads of questions from yesterday as well, so if I don't get you, I do apologise. But again, if you don't ask a question, well, obviously you can't get a reading, so that's why I always ask, if you can, please send in your question. Okay, who is next? I'm just seeing loads of people going here, but there's no questions. Okay, Karen Burrell, you just have down, pick me, loads to say. Okay, Karen, you didn't actually ask a question, but what I'll do is a PPF, which stands for a past, present and future reading. And if you've never had one of those, or maybe you didn't really know what to ask a psychic, it's always good just to do a PPF, which stands for a past, present and future reading. It's just coming up to 4 minutes left of the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break after this, and I'll do my final reading after that. So if you haven't asked a question just yet, now's the time. Go straight onto the event page via Irish Psychic and type your question. Okay, I'm just laying out the cards now. This is for Karen Beryl. You're just looking for a PPF. Okay, the first card out for the past is the Horseman of Swords. They're kind of indicating here regarding your health. Make sure that you look after yourself. If there was any health, issue going on in your life, you do have to make sure that you go and see a doctor. Again, a psychic can't actually answer any health-related questions. But again, with this particular card in the past, it shows here that you really do need to look after yourself a little bit more. Usually when this card comes up, it's about diet, making sure that you get the nutrients and not kind of ignore your diet either. For the present, we have the Seven of Cups. They're indicating here not to move, because the Seven of Cups is always about moving. So if you were thinking of moving, the answer is no, and that can apply to the job situation, and also with regards house move as well. And then for the future, then we have the Wheel card, and the Wheel card is in the reverse position. The Wheel card is one of the major cards. Again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance because it's in the reverse position, followed by the Ace of Swords, followed by the Fool card here. Don't be afraid of making a mistake in life, because we can only learn from our mistakes. It's like if you're kind of too settled. It's like if you're kind of too, I'm not going to say stuck in a rut, so to speak, but it's like if you're too set in your ways, and they're kind of, asking me to say to you to kind of think outside the box, because there's something kind of, happening, but you're not seeing it just yet. So I hope that makes sense, but they're kind of cryptic in sometimes the way spirit pass on certain information. So I do hope, Karen, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Time for another quick break. After this break, I'll be answering my last question of the night. So again, if you haven't asked your question, please do ask it now.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back after that quick commercial break. Well, it's time for my final reading of the night, so I do hope that it's you that I'm going to be reading for. But if you have not got a reading on the show tonight, please do notice that I do have a website, and if you haven't checked it out just yet, it's irishpsychic.net, but a lot of people are listening in via that website. But once the show finishes, you're more than welcome to click on the Purchase Reading tab, hover your mouse over the Purchase Reading tab, and you'll see all the different options available to you with regards to the prices as well. And depending on how many questions you have, again, it's up to you. Just pick whatever reading that suits you. But there is the €3 reading, which is the £2, $4 reading. And there's also the €15 reading as well, which allows up to 5 questions to be asked. And that's a voice recorded reading. So you will actually hear me speaking directly to you like you're hearing me now. And all you need to do once it arrives in your email is just simply click play. It is that simple. Okay, so my final reading of the night, I'm just going to take it from my irishpsychic.net page. And thank you very much to all the people, can I say, who've sent in their questions for tonight's show. The next show, again, is on Monday night at 11 p.m. Again, it's fully live, so if you have just joined me now, well, this is the end of the show because there's only 1 minute left of the show. But on Monday night at 11 p.m. is the next show. And please do make sure that you check the time difference. And again, if you're in, the USA or overseas where the time is different, don't worry, you can still ask your question. Just make sure that you put down where you're actually from, and hopefully I will actually read your question. And you can always catch the podcast, which is available via iTunes as well. And speaking of iTunes, if you have not yet subscribed to the podcast, you're more than welcome to. Simply search for Irish Psychic via iTunes, and please do leave a review if you're already on iTunes. I would love to get a review of the show, and there is plenty of reviews or feedback, should I mention, from my main website, but I don't really have many reviews for the radio show. So if you're on iTunes, simply type in Irish Psychic. You'll see there the website that says Irish Psychic, and you'll see all the different podcasts there from to today's date backwards. And please just leave me your review for the show. I would really greatly appreciate that. So thank you very much. So my final reading of the night, there was a question there, and it is from Jennifer from Louth. Will I keep trying or will I move on? Will it ever get better? No problem at all, Jennifer. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and I'm just asking Spirit to connect with your energy. And when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, and I'll lay out the cards for that particular question. Okay, they just told me to stop, and I'm just laying out the cards now, Jennifer. Right, and they're kind of saying here, move on, Jennifer, because we have the Fool card here, which is just simply kind of walk away. And I know it's kind of, I know it can be difficult, but again, I'm just honest with what I see and what, particular cards come up. But beside that, the Fool card, which is one of the major cards, and again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance. You have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is always about challenges. And because it's in the reverse position, I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be, able to overcome quite quickly. I feel that there is kind of difficulties there. You also have the Chariot card. Again, that's about challenges. And because it's in the reverse position, it's like if you've just kind of hit a brick wall, and it's pointless, putting all your energy in and all your positive energy if you're not getting the same back. And again, finally, then the last card that come up there is the Two of Swords, which again just shows the frustrations and the kind of the confusion around the situation. But from the cards, they're kind of indicating here just to walk away. So again, I do hate leaving on kind of a bad note, but I hope it's positive the way you can take it as being positive from the cards. So once again, thank you very much for sending in your question, Jennifer, and I do hope that has answered your question. Okay, well, that is it, I'm afraid, for the Irish Psychic Show for this week. Can I just thank all the listeners via Facebook, all the listeners via irishpsychic.net, and all the listeners via Spreaker as well, and all the people in the chat room as well. I really do appreciate you tuning in. And if you have just tuned in, I'm afraid this is it. This is the end of the show. But if you would like to go back and listen to the show again, once the show goes off air, you can just simply click on the play button and it will play back. Do tell your friends and do tell your family about Irish Psychic on Facebook and also the Irish Psychic Show. And you'll see there, once you've joined on the Facebook page Irish Psychic. You can share the page with all your friends. You can invite all your friends. So invite as many friends as possible, because the more that join, the more competitions that I give away and the more free readings that I give away as well. And I usually do try and get, a lot of competitions running every single week, and that's for free readings. And it's a good way of getting involved with the show and also getting involved with the page as well. So have a fantastic weekend, everyone, and I will update you all on Monday what I get up to during the weekend. I usually take a break, but if you do purchase a reading with me tonight, if you purchase it before 2 a.m, which is only 2 hours away, I will try and get to you depending on what reading that it is that you purchase. But unfortunately, I do take the weekends off, Saturday and Sunday, so the next reading time slot will be Monday. So if you do purchase one of my private readings, I will be with you on Monday. Okay, take care and have a fantastic weekend. For myself, Irish Psychic, good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
With
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.